Love it. And we are live. Good morning to you. Good morning. Welcome to Coffee and Conversations. How are we doing? I know, we are graying, like, for real. Look at this. I am graying. That's why I started putting color, but you know what? Not to really, I don't know. At first it was to hide it. No. It never was to hide it. Now it became to hide it, but I've never had color really in my hair, so I just wanted to try a pop of color. And then it was like, oh, that's cool on my skin tone. But now it's like, yeah, these grays and it's all in my front. But you know what? I ain't afraid of the grays. It's all good. And you know you wanted some grays, honey. She been dying for grays. You hear me? First, you want a whole head full of gray.
Technically, that's so true. I've been dying for grays because every day we get closer to dying, right?
Oh,
we are bored and we die. So I'm literally dying for grays. That's so funny.
Literally.
I'm dying for grays, literally.
Man.
But
good morning.
Good morning, you guys.
Hey.
Hey.
What's happening
now? Hey. But yes, literally dying for grays I was. And I've been noticing, I was telling my husband this morning, I was looking in the mirror, I said, babe, you know how long? I think gray is like so sexy, right?
It is.
So he says to me that the reason why I have all those grays because I can't see myself. So I used to always be like, oh my God, when I grow older, I'm going to have gray locks and I'm going to look like a snow queen. When I was little, because you know I had locks since I was like 12. And there was this one lady at my church and she had these beautiful gray locks. And I used to be like, oh my God, one day I'm going to have... And everybody's hair was going gray, and I'm like, where's my gray? I'm waiting for the gray. I can see. I even got gray dye when it was in the pandemic. We bought these little dyes that you could wash out your hair, and everybody bought their color. Like Tutu favorite color is purple, and she got purple, so it had a little pearlish purple to it, and she colored hers. And I think Nene went with like an auburn type of color, like a goldish. I went with the gray. I've been wanting the gray. I never even did it.
Oh my God.
Everybody did theirs except for mine. I just never, I don't know why, but the bottle was still in there.
So I don't want to tease my damn self. I don't want to tease myself.
But when I saw my grays in the mirror, I was like, oh my God, I'm getting, I mean, I can't see them as much, but there's like little strands coming up all on the sides. And I'm like, so that's what I was saying.
40s, honey.
Right.
40s.
That's what I was telling, I was telling Chef 40s. Ron, my hubby, I was like, babe, you know, I've had all this internal wisdom for so long since I was a little kid. And I said, but finally God has given me the evidence, right? Because even when I was young, right, no matter how prophetic a poem is or whatever, if I was trying to help somebody that's older, it's like, but so much older people stuck in their ways of looking like, what can this little girl tell me, right? So you never understood that it was bigger than me. So like I said, so it was harder, but the older I got, I was like, okay, well maybe I thought that maybe the gray hairs would make them listen. Because then they would be like, she may look young, but clearly she's an older woman. So, you know, I always associated wisdom with gray hair. That's just what it is. So that's why I was laughing saying, oh, I'm dying to get gray hair, and it's a fact because the older you get. Then I found out it would say something about something you're eating, something. I'm like, what starts gray hair? But
what in the world?
It's like a deficiency or something.
Oh,
I don't know.
To turn your hair.
Yeah, like something like your there's a certain vitamin, certain something that maybe stops falling through, and then the gray start coming out. I haven't done all my homework on that, but yeah.
Wow.
You guys, we are more on time. So many of you will scroll in on the replay and say, I know they didn't get up early on time. Yes, we did. Because we have to be out of here promptly.
Yes.
At 9:15.
Yeah.
So this is going to be more so like a 30-minute show, but it's going to be cute, sweet, and to the point, right?
It's still a hot topic. Hot topic.
You know, we always going to have these hot topics. Coffee and conversation. So
Depending on how
we
it
won't
goes.
get so much, but we're gonna get a little something, as David said. I'm gonna give you a little something.
We're gonna talk about a little.
We're gonna talk a little something.
But it's a hot topic, so we might be needing part 2, honey. Okay, depending on how it go.
Yvonne didn't text me this morning.
Oh my goodness. So I hope y'all got y'all coffee, y'all tea, y'all hot beverage, whatever you drinking this morning, and ready for this conversation.
In the bed.
Come on now. Hey, if you still turning over and you joining in, come on in. Put that phone on and listen in.
If you riding down the street and you just cuss somebody out, remember to wake up and make today count. Don't let them steal your joy. You just woke up. You mean you gonna give them your day already? So if they trying to get over, let them in.
Right.
If you want to get to that light, don't worry about it, sweetheart. God was preserving you. You were supposed to be late this morning. Don't you worry. He got you covered.
That part.
Don't let it get your panties in a bunch. Okay? So relax, release, invite that Zen in. So I'm talking to the road rager who is driving and listening to Coffee and Conversations. Remember, today can be as great as you choose, right? It's all about the energy you use. Good God Almighty. Today can be as great as you choose, but it's all about the energy that you use.
Come
so
on now.
Preciousism, don't forget it.
Choose and use.
Choose and use.
The correct one. That part right there.
Don't let them steal your joy.
Now, we're going to dive into this topic. And what is the topic this morning?
The topic is dating half your age a problem? Do you think dating half your age, do you think that's a problem?
Honey, I just feel like it depends on the age. I don't think it's a problem. It's just like when you were saying in your 20s and you dealing with somebody in their 40s.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it ain't gonna be a problem for you. It's gonna be a problem for your people.
I'm like, hold up.
Somebody daddy. If somebody daddy is active, it's gonna be a problem.
Come on now, see. Now, is that biased to be like it depends on who it is? If it's your child versus if it's your parent.
We're always biased. That's
if it's your child dating somebody half their age, older or younger, no, your child is always going to be older. And then what if it's your parent, your mom or dad dating somebody half their age, that could be like your kid's age?
Yeah, people do it every day.
All the time.
All the time.
So,
it's always a problem. And it's not a problem for the person who's enjoying the moment. It's always a problem. Let me tell you something. If we think about it, in all relationships, anytime you're arguing with somebody, it's always about somebody else. Something else. Just think about it. Is it a perspective? Is it a standard? Say you arguing out. You ain't going to go with me. Why? Because I don't want to be walking up alone. Right? It's always about a perception or a feeling or you know what I mean? Maybe not in all degrees, but 95% of the time, you're arguing about other people and
or
how it relates to y'all as a unit, right?
Okay. Yeah.
So if it was a problem, they wouldn't even be together. They came to the group as a group. They already decided I'm introducing you. So it clearly can't be a problem for them because they already got to the point where they showing notice to you. This my boo. The problem arises once you expose them. It's like secret lovers. They're great when it's secret.
Because everybody's like, well, Dad, when your husband?
When everybody in your business.
I'm like, can you ever go somewhere with me? They never even know I was married.
No, I'm talking about secret lovers. Like, say you young and you dating somebody, but don't nobody see you dating them. It's like a lot of stars. When you come out, it's like when nobody's in your business, you are what you found.
Yeah.
Like, okay, he been there all that time, but then when you get with him, it's like everybody like, oh, I didn't even know he was that type of man. He pull out chairs, he take the bill. Now you see him as my man.
Yeah.
And now you like, Now the best friend woman. They were best friends 20 years, never even thought that they liked each other. Then she see the way he's treating you. You like, oh, but you been here all that. You see what I'm saying?
Type of man.
You see what? So that's the concept I'm giving. That people actually, it's never an issue until it's exposed. So everybody gets to see the picture and then talk about it.
Gotcha.
When it's developing in a dark room, it is what it is. You're trying to focus in on this. You're going through issues. The picture is shot. You were like, oh man, I didn't even know. You ever see a picture where you're like, oh my God, look at the garbage can in the back. Look at the things that you didn't. You wasn't right. You wasn't focused in and on all those other details around the picture.
Yeah.
You only the camera was going on the picture. The two people right there. But still, I could look at if a little bug come out, if a little dog run across the screen, anything that comes into that focus becomes a part of the story.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And then that's what everybody will see, what they see. So the person who like dogs may see a dog in the background. I didn't even notice that dog was over there sniffing in the garbage can. It's gonna be what
now you focus and pay attention on what's really good.
But what's good to you? Because you may not even see that now because the picture's about that, but you ain't even see it now. You see the thing that pulls your interest. So if it was it's always a problem because those people have been exposed to everybody's opinions, perspectives.
To make it seem like there's an issue.
Expectations. Mm-hmm. I expect you to be with somebody your age. Well, who said that? Right?
What? But I'm
saying we always
people be like, oh, well, good morning. I mean, now I'm considering what you feel, and now what you feel, I'm starting to internalize it. When I ain't give a damn about none of that, because obviously this is what I chose to do. But now I'm starting to think a little bit about it because of your opinions and how you feel.
That part. With the conversation today is going to be cute and sweet. We're going to be out of here at 8:15. As you see, we're dressed. We have stuff. 9:15. Sorry.
Yeah.
But we got in here. You can catch a little bit at the beginning. But the topic is it okay to date someone half your age? What is your perspective on that?
Well, do you think it's a problem dating someone half your age? Or when you see someone dating someone half their age, I mean, like, is it an issue for you?
Does age really matter? It depends on the intellectual level. Absolutely. But you know what we were just touching on? Outside of all of that thing, I say that it's only a problem for the people looking in. And then they give you their perspectives, and then all of a sudden they plant seeds of doubt, right? With the F is your mustard seed, right? They're all thoughts. Whether it's faith or fear is a thought. It is that is attached to an emotion. And so you technically didn't have a problem because you're dating the person. You made
the decision to do it.
Who's dating anybody that they have a problem with? Nobody. Not in the beginning, right? I ain't talking about after you get to know each other and be like, okay, this ain't what I signed up for. I'm talking about if you're dating somebody, if it was open to you, if you could do it in secret, you're okay with that. The only problem is how you think other people feel and think. And so is caring or allowing other people to control what we say and do, does it impact the way we love, the freedom we have on how we, go? So,
I mean, age does, but it shouldn't.
Just make sure they over 18. That's all I'm saying. And that's my opinion. And the law. People say a lot, but really say nothing of substance.
Because it's all opinion. It's all an opinion, and everybody has one. And it's a matter of right and wrong, right? So who says you're right? Who
that
says
black
you're
coffee
wrong?
got you sounding like you're from London, and everybody has one.
Everyone has one.
She has black coffee today. She has a.
I got a physical, y'all. I can't have nothing after midnight, but I can drink water or black coffee.
It's so funny. She went so French, and everybody has one.
And people be so strong on their opinion, and it doesn't make what they're saying any less wrong or right. It's just that they're strong on their opinion.
That's right.
And like you say, everybody has an opinion, but sometimes it could be nothing of substance to you.
To you.
Good morning. Do you? And that's all that matters. Because if this is what I'm doing, I made a conscious decision to do it. So now I'm second guessing what my decision was based on what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm giving some thought to what you're saying and internalizing it. But at the end of the day, like, I just feel like,
listen, I know one thing.
Age, I don't know.
To speak for myself, as a happily married woman who is dating somebody a year older than me.
Her age, right? What say you?
I don't think that I personally could date somebody half my age. Now, I have no problems with what other people's standards or what their things are, but knowing me,
Mm-hmm.
And I can date nobody double my age.
Well, what would make you say that though? You don't even know how the person would be. How would you say that? Why
would I say that? Because, like I said before, everybody get into it, I would have to be attracted to them.
Yeah.
And if my thought patterns, because what we think, so shall we be, if my thought pattern already is, I not attracted to somebody half of my age, then when I see them, they're gonna be in that area of the day. I'm not even gonna. I wouldn't even entertain the idea. Correct. So for me, I think growing up my whole life, right? I went to my church and it was Black Power. So if anybody who was even Spanish, I didn't understand. I'm like, that ain't black. This is black and that. And so I was like, I didn't even want to even date out of my race, right? Out of my group of people. Right. And no matter who came up, no matter what they look like, I stuck and I was young. Yeah. You talking about the 16, 17. And so I'm saying if that is whatever me personally, if it's instilled in, if there's acceptance for it, it's gonna be your life. That's what I'm saying. You only changing your stripes because of somebody else. The question is, what would you do for them to be happy? Yeah. You internally knowing yourself, right? Now, I don't know. It could be a thing where you can shock yourself. I've shocked myself on some occasions. I just cannot see it getting to the point where for me, your race. I just don't think that if I was a single woman, that it would get to the point where I would have to rethink that. That's thing. Funny, yeah. I may have to rethink other things like, I'm never dating nobody with kids. Okay, now I'm in my 40s. Everybody's going. Those things I might have to grow and rethink, but certain things I don't have to rethink personally. And if it gets down to that, guess what? I will be by myself. I feel like so. I don't know.
That's funny.
I ain't never been that lonely.
Because it's crazy. Because when I was younger, older men was always attracted to me. Mm-hmm. Like, to me, people my age didn't really holler at me.
No, I'm talking double. But I get older.
But you could be, now when I say double, I mean like older men, like my dad, it could be my dad age.
Yeah,
so
that's double,
older men, no. So being young and older men always.
I mean, I would be dating a 60-year-old.
I don't think it scared me. So for me to want to think about dating the older men, I wouldn't do it because I always was thought about the men being sneaky and nasty and fresh to the little girls. Yeah. And with so much stuff going on, it's like, why is you even looking at me? You could be my dad. Like it grossed me out. Yeah. So you know what I mean? And that's being a young girl. Right. So it's like, what do you want?
Yeah, that's
with
creepy.
All these grown ass women, go look at them that you should be.
It's
what
so
is
creepy.
It's creepy.
It's creepy.
So it was scary. So it's like, where's all the people?
And maybe that's why I wouldn't date nobody double my age because I was molested. So it's no way.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that may be it too. Now the way I look at an older man with a younger girl, my mind brings me back to what do you want with this little girl? Yeah. Like you can't get, what you can't match up to with a woman your age that this little girl, like I'll be like this little girl could, you know what I'm saying? The standard ain't there. You see what I'm saying? Where she know where you need to be, like or whatever. Well, whatever. The grown stuff. Like so, that's how I looked at stuff, and it was crazy. So, but when you start getting older,
opinions are like a-holes. Everybody has one.
That part right there.
You would have to be attractive to someone. Are we talking about mental attraction, emotional attraction, physical attraction, or spiritual attraction? We talking about whatever it is that you go on. Because I'm going to be honest, everybody ain't looking for a spiritual attraction. It would be self. It would be you deciding what attracts you. So if for me, it is always that mental and then that spiritual come in and you got the physical. I mean, it's all for me.
I don't know you,
but
so
it's always
physical for me. But that's what's gonna make me look at you, or even look at you and smile or whatever. So it's gonna be physical for me.
Right.
And then it's gonna turn into all the other ones for me. Yeah. So it's like, but if I ain't even paying you no attention.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, you can see somebody and be like, oh, okay, cute. But I mean, as far as that, it just be it's like.
And that's
a cute dog or a cute cat is the cutest cute. They not busted, right? That was you ain't busted. You ain't busted. So you alright. You know what I mean? So for me, that's why I say it's more than mental, because you may not even thinking like that.
Yeah.
Surely when I met my husband, I wasn't thinking like that. I had a boyfriend. So it was the mental and emotional and the spiritual that became physical. So physical came last. Not first, because I wasn't looking, you would think. So, and it drew me in. So you can be physically with one person because you're in a relationship, and then you hanging out with a group of people, and then that's how trouble happens, right? Because it depends on what gets to, get your attention. So it wasn't your intention, but it ended up going in that direction. And so what turned out so it ain't like I ain't even looking like that, because I'm over here chilling, right? We all cool. Yeah. And then you like, God daggone, now y'all kicking in. You like, oh, that's a vibe, right? Now y'all talking, now that mental thing is getting in, right? Now you like, oh, now you feeling the way. Now you getting emotional with the person. Really, and then after you become emotional with the person, you like, oh, wait a minute. Next thing you know, we getting physical. And the next thing you know, it's a spiritual oasis. Connection. It's a spiritual oasis. It's a blow up situation.
Emotional blow up.
5 kids later, and everybody was chilling. Nobody had no intention, had no motives.
That part right
there.
So
physical, most people that go on physical have a problem. Because they was going searching for something, the wrong thing, right? But when you just be in your own, that's what they say, when a man finds a wife, he finds a good thing. You like, you getting found. You ain't even, you over here.
Yeah.
Somebody looking for you. You don't even know somebody looking for you. The next thing you know, you found. So it's crazy. When you think about it, it's really like, yeah.
Jacob said, you are both married women. How many men in passing are you ladies attractive to? What piques your attractive interest, honey?
Well, let me see. My husband thinks that I'm, if I go to, when we go to events and people are speaking, because I guess he gets me, right? If I'm scrolling, he don't care who in the room. If I'm scrolling, he like, why you in that room? Like on the Clubhouse, why you listening to them? I don't be liking that. It's hilarious because he gets, so I don't know. I don't really, it ain't people out here that be, this is a new day and time, honey. I don't be seeing people out here that be looking like nothing these days, but I'm normally in the house for the most part.
So you never
if I'm looking at
somebody that you was attractive to you?
I'm trying to think.
Well, while she's thinking, okay, let me tell you something.
I'm trying to think was the last time I saw somebody that I was like, oh. Now I think there was this one guy on the elevator. We was all on the elevator, and he had long locks, and his eyes was like a green, maybe, and like a brown, like a tan, olive color. And I was like, and we both looked like, okay, he's a handsome guy. But I'm saying, I would, for somebody to pique my attention, you're gonna have to look like some exotic, yeah. Okay. You have to look exotic for me.
Well, I see attractive men all the time, okay? So my little features in the man, I see them all the time. It's like, I love a guy with thick eyebrows. I love a man with a nice full set of lips that just you know, they have the dip in there and it comes out and their lips is real lined, real nice, and it just pops out, you know, when they talk. I love a man with a uniform on, with his shirt on, with his name on his shirt. It's something about a man with his name on his shirt that you could just say, Byron, hey. I just like to call out his name because your name is right there, right? I've seen a lot of men that was attractive to me. I just think some men are just beautiful. You know, not that I'm trying to get with you or nothing. I could be with my husband and I'll be like, ooh. Or I look at him like I'm touchy-feely. And my husband just, not to, you know, certain things, my mom's like, kid, you can't do that. But I'm like, I don't want to be somebody I'm not with my husband
and I think
without
your
my
sign
husband.
matters too. I swear, I believe in them stars days. Because them Scorpions hit different. You're like, I'm like,
yeah. Come on, me and Byron was on the elevator at a hotel and the guy came on the elevator. No, he was already on the elevator. The doors opened up. He looked like he just came from the gym floor, the gym level, working out. He had a nice physique. He had thick eyebrows, and I was like, okay. And Byron was looking at me. I was like, So I'm saying to him, I said, oh, you just came from working out. You looking nice. I said, dang, man, look at his chest. Look, he ain't playing with you. He ain't playing. No, I say, yeah. I said he ain't playing with them. He ain't playing with them out here. And Byron's like, shoot, yeah, man, you cut up, but you just came from the gym. So it's like I'm including you in the conversation, so you won't feel weirded out. Like, bang, like
come on, Precious Paul, and you a businesswoman. You're out all the time. Somebody has definitely caught your eye.
I know she acting like
glance at them where eye contact and body language is everything, and women notice everything. Real talk, real combo, real rap. But no. That's what I'm saying. Look, I do, but that's another misconception. People think that I'm out. Kia, am I in a fence? I go to a church event. I
will say that.
I am not out and about. Like, I created my platform on this.
If she's out and about, she's in her circle
I'm
with her
in,
people.
Right.
So she's never really out and about, like, around other people. Like, she stays within her circle.
And then because of my message, I'm always with the older crowd, what you would say, because, you know, like, they're like 50s and 60s, and I'm just getting in my 40s. So when I think about it, or is the intricate, you know, the circle that we got that we always around. I don't go out. I don't go to parties unless me and my husband is going to. I don't club. Like, you see what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. If you go back into my 20s, even at the right, they like people be like, I'm yelling, I'm calling you. My husband's supposed to be dying laughing because if I'm driving, they're beeping the horn. I can't even see them. When I say, and I know it has a lot to do with my past, my history. Like, people try to holler at me 24/7. Like, I don't like it. So me looking and paying, I don't even want you to catch eye contact. Like, I had a different experience in my life. And so it's hard to understand, but I kind of say.
It's not that I'm looking at you. You just catch my eye. I could be in a grocery store. I could be on the aisle and somebody, you know.
And I'm even thinking about the events I've been to, and I have not.
She just.
But I'm not in the that limelight little area, right? I'm at the grocery store. I'm like even a grocery store, I'll notice somebody looking up. I keep it going. So no, I block. It's like they be like, my daughter's like, you can get just kidnapped. My husband's like, you can get kidnapped. I really am not into nothing. Now, can't nobody get up on me. Yeah. But I ain't searching. I ain't looking. I'm either on the phone. I'm into my note. Like, I'm listening to a daggone thing I'm not focused on nothing. So I'm saying, I can't remember the last time I was working. I turned like, God, that doesn't happen to me. Mm-hmm. That's why my husband would be nervous if I go into the limelight.
She's into the exotic, so I guess it ain't too.
I ain't been there. I'm about to go to Jamaica in June.
No, I'm going to the Republic or something. Maybe she needs to go to them islands because her thing ain't here.
We about to go to Jamaica in June, and I might see some people out there at the resort that I'm like, okay, people got ready. They came out.
I seen this too.
But I think that is probably because I'm always with. I don't even like to go places by myself.
You, Precious, you're in the hot seat this morning. I'm coming with it.
Talk about
Just
the grocery stores, school events, church functions, just to name a few.
She just ain't seen nothing yet.
I ain't seen a teacher.
Seen no green-eyed, long lock man.
I ain't seen a teacher. I didn't see no. Nope, I ain't.
Yeah, but yeah.
And I'm probably talking within the last 10 years. Mm-hmm. Now maybe in the beginning, I'm trying to even think. Yeah, y'all don't understand.
It could be a sign thing too, cause honey.
Cause Leo,
I'll be like, honey, oh, you got some nice set of lips. I'm a compliment.
Mm-hmm. Now I like teeth. Now I love teeth. A good smile.
Oh,
so I may say, oh my God, you got nice teeth. It's cute. So maybe I'm confused on what you mean, like,
like if a man has fangs, you know how some people teeth have
no fangs.
Fangs, and when they talk, their tongue come to their teeth, and it's like a lisp, like a. Oh my God, it's a lot. Little things that not that I want to be with you. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. No, that's what I'm saying. I get the question.
It's just like you just make me want to say something or be like compliment you or be like I love your locks or I'm loving the way your hair's done today. Like,
but I think that's not even my personality. Even like I tell Rondell, like Chef Ron, everybody, like my personality, even like I'm not outgoing either. If I'm out and about,
once she starts talking,
if you come talk to me or I'm in a comfortable setting, I'm gonna talk. But for the most part, I'm gonna chill. I'm gonna sit back. I'm gonna be until I'm start talking. But yeah, I'm just not that person.
Yeah. You're not.
People think I'm different than I am.
What are you saying?
Nakia Grissom, what I do know, you stay getting a lot of attention, looking like a female R&B singer.
Can't you see?
But not total. My love was meant to be.
Oh, baby.
You and me.
Hey, thank you, boo. Come on, Jacob, this morning, honey. Child, you see my grades?
Can't nobody see them grades, girl. Can't nobody see them grades.
Oh my goodness, no. But
that's always been key of personality. Even when we was young. Like, think when we was young and I was single. Who you ever seen? Even when we was single. You've been with me my whole life. I was embarrassed when my guy. Yeah. It wasn't even like he was a fine boy. Everybody be like, oh, I hit different. And I know it's because of my life experience. So it seems like dang, but that's why I said physical is never gonna be most anybody I ever been with because I was around them and we was talking and we grew. It has I've never been that person, and it has. Read my book and you'll understand why.
What happened to old boy in college? How y'all met? Like, you was
right. I was leaving, and he, look right. So when he came to me and looked, I'm like, oh, he a cutie. Okay. And then he says, can we exchange numbers? So if I'm attracted to you, then I'll decide if I'll give you my thing. But I ain't never like, oh, look at that. When we was young, that's what I said. When we teenagers, but I'm saying he said as a married woman, so I'm no. As a married woman, I've never been looking around now unless I'm watching a movie like that's why I said Hollywood thing. Like okay, and even them is very few.
Cause that takes
my person is LL Cool J. That's who I had a crush on.
Some
since I was young, so it was LL. Rondell, Chef Ron will be like, oh no, you can't do no work with what's my boy name? From the say, what is it? Oh my God, they used to be with Nelly. Because he like a baby LL. That would probably if I saw those people walking around, but I just don't. I have a type, and I just don't. That my type don't be walking around.
I was watching Brown Sugar yesterday. Came on.
Tay Diggs back in the day.
Diggs, do you see what I'm saying with his teeth?
And I'll be having Hollywood crushes, not day-to-day crushes. Not day-to-day.
His lineup was just crisp. I was like,
let me tell you something.
That damn Tay Diggs. Oh, an American, not American Gangster. the football series thing. Whatever, but me and Jalen be watching it. But honey, that King Diggs, honey, when he's smiling, his whole teeth covered. Oh yeah, I get giddy when we talk about.
It was in the the first one, of course, Morris Chestnut took the thing for me.
From the Best Man.
Mm-hmm.
Girl,
Alan Payne. Did y'all see what I'm saying?
I was never into Alan Payne.
We ain't never around those people.
Chestnut.
Those was my people. Alan Payne. So I got them old crushes.
Girl,
I don't got them new crushes.
Already know. We gotta stop this conversation because where's my husband?
Yeah.
He need to come on.
We different people. We totally different people. Trust me. Trust me. So I know it's unbelievable, but some people they hit different in their life.
That's why we best cousins.
That's why we best cousins because we like 9 and day. So
honey, we can have
I gotta, I am who I am, as unbelievable as I am, and I've been told I'm unbelievable. It's true.
I can't.
It's true.
It's unbelievable. Good morning, Melissa. Good morning.
He said, Precious Baller, you know you are silent kid. Your spirit intrigues the mind and your features are easy on the naked eye. You are crazy.
Those be the ones.
Nope.
Those be the ones.
I'm telling you, that's what my husband does. When we go to an event, he be like, wait a minute. I don't like the way he was looking at you when you was talking. See, he's in the audience watching how they, and I'm like, ain't nobody care about. He's like, no.
And Rondell be like, standing back like that's all me.
It's so hilarious. So it's funny because I be and he knows.
Be a swaying and talking.
I'm in my
showing her stuff and being her own. Rondell be like, very observant.
So he's like, I see the way they look. I'm like, babe. I don't even hear them. I don't see them. But then he'll be like, when they on some deep stuff, I'll be intrigued because he knows we were around each other and he knows the thing that got him in was him, that mental stimulation.
Come on. It's all those attractions, Jacob, you just was mentioning. Emotional,
yes. That's why I said you was on it. I go backwards. So for me to get attracted to you, I got to see you in the thing. We got to be talking and it's going to hit different. So But so I'm a backwards. That's why I can't. That's why I normally don't have it on a day to day because it's more. It's way more. I got a whole poem that says beauty. If it's not to the skin deep, it's like don't look at my appearance. Don't tell me what I look like. Tell me who I am. So I'm built like a little bit opposite. But I can see a cute guy. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying. I don't be out there like that. Now if I went to dinners and we went to, I probably would see more people, but the settings I be in. I see the green. We saw him on the elevator in Charlotte. That's what Chef Ron and them was like. They saw him at the gym. He said him and Aaron was together at the gym one day, and he was like, when they saw him, they was like, oh hell no, our woman couldn't come to this gym. So men know.
I wish I was right.
Men know who we would be, who would catch our eye no matter what. But he was a guy, he said, with locks that was that same complexion I'm talking about with the green eyes. Just it is what it is. Good morning, Melissa. We are about to go.
Yes.
Please catch the replay. This was a funny one. Jacob held us to the fire.
Thank you, Jacob.
Thank you for hanging out with us. Thank you for tuning into Coffee and Conversations. We got appointments today, so we got to get out of here. So we will see you guys tomorrow back here at 8:30. We're gonna give you your whole hour. Why do you think young men find
tomorrow? Jacob.
Find cougars so attractive? What are the casual conversations like for cougar? This cougar nowadays be so damn fine. The younger woman can't compare at all.
You better come back.
Listen, I think we're going to come back.
45. I am no longer in my 20s, but I feel finer than I did in my 20s. So it's called confidence. You're more sure of yourself. I'm more assured of me. Yeah. So that brings a whole nother light and spark into your physical appearance. The light is shining bright, and then the confidence is like, right? But yeah, y'all, I have a
Yeah.
physical at 9:30.
She out of here.
I hate to, I'm around the corner, so hopefully I'm gonna make it.
No, you are. It's Coffee and Conversations. Wake up and make today count. Perhaps later on we get finished. We have a later cup of coffee, maybe about 7. So perhaps we'll get back. If we do, we'll come right back into the conversation because this is a good one, and we will pick off. Yeah, if not in the morning, well, definitely we'll just replay it.
Too, yeah,
and we'll definitely pick up where you left off, Jacob, with the thing, and I'm a
copy and paste that.
Copy and paste, yeah.
Copy and paste that.
No, we'll get it. We'll get it out the notes while you're waiting in the doctor's office.
Yeah.
Love you guys. You've been tuned into Coffee and Conversations. Don't forget to wake up and make today count. You can never turn on anybody else's light, but you can provide enough light for them to find their sleep. So stay slit in this world. Lit.
Stay slit.
Stay
with
lit.
them younger people.
So somebody can find their way out of the darkness. It is your responsibility. Peace out.
See you in the morning.
See you in the morning.
Bye.